Huh.
Hey guys, it's Dane at Jonah Guitars, and I got a brand new build series I'm going to start uploading. It's about this guy right here, the GECKO, and all of the whole process of building will be covered. It's going to be a very complete series. So I hope you join me, and we'll see you there. And I'm back with the wrench. I think it's the smaller. If you have the Stu Max, no, it's not, is it? If you have the Stu Max set, apparently it's the 1/2 inch one for CTS pots. Yep. Alright, so I told myself I'm going to cut a little thing out of cardboard that looks just like the cavity. And I looked across my bench, and because I'm a slob, the piece of cardboard that I cut this original piece out of to hold things while I soldered was laying there, and I thought, perfect. So taped it down so that, you know, I've got some room here to not have to worry about dropping solder. Now I needed to determine which one of, you know, which wire was which. I knew I could do this later on. This is what electricians call ringing something out, basically. So you can check a circuit by connecting part of the circuit together and checking the other end to see if it's the same wire over where you're at. So we're going to do that same thing. This was the out of the switch, basically, and this is the end of the switch. All right, both these wires are going into the switch, and this is the wire that goes out to output. So I have to I got to do this with my other hand, so I have my right hand to wander around with. So just putting the tip of that probe into the output, and then I can hit that wire, and that was in the center position, so that makes sense. I should be getting beeping from both of those wires. When I put that in the the neck position, I have continuity there. So that's how you tell what your switch is doing. Okay, so that is my neck, and the shorter wire here is my neck, because Obviously the neck is farther away from the cavity, so I'm just going to do that so I know both those wires are neck wires right now. And then what I'll do is I got to go round up my schematic on this. So I've got the series parallel switches down in there. You can't see that. The little red toggles that I put in. Now I could check those as well to find out it's which side of what is doing what. My problem is I don't know on the diagram which side of what is doing what, so it's kind of screwy. So that's going to be soldered together and hope the switches are going the right direction, because if they're not, I got to pull it all out and rotate them. So this is just grounded. So I'm getting, there we go. Okay, that side. Okay, so this ground, I've got both of these barred together, so the end lugs on that is connected to the center in the position it's in, which is what? Oops. That's in the down away from me position. So that does that. Or not. There we go. And then the other way then should be center to the ground. Now, yeah, so the up position, I'm actually grounding the switches, which is actually probably where they want to be, because I'm guessing that if they're grounded, they're going to be in parallel. But see, I don't know anything about this wiring. I'm just following a diagram, so I can't make sense out of that. That's it. I'm going to start stripping wires and find my diagram, get my soldering iron heated up. I may bring you back in. Okay, I just wanted to show you the completed wiring. I know I didn't really show you much of anything I did here, but I talk to myself a lot when I'm doing wiring, and it's not what you want to hear. I mean, I'm not swearing or anything. I'm just mumbling more than normal. So there's the finished cavity, which is probably pretty hard for you to really see any detail in there. There's a lot of stuff going on in that hole. So yeah, and that's the thing. I don't wire stuff up every day, and this was a completely different thing with series parallel. So I did get the first one wired up though, and took it over and plugged it in and tapped it, and so I do have my switches going the right way, and this switch everything's in the right place for that. So, and hit it the first time. So I knew I'd be good on the pickup selector, but I wasn't so sure about the mini toggles. At any rate, I've got to put the shielding on the back of that, but I just drilled the holes and in the cover end, the guitar, and countersunk everything, so that's ready to go in. I got to fine tune the circle a little bit, as you know, circles are for some reason impossible. Next time I do a switch like this, I'm going to do like a teardrop or something that's not consistently round. All right, so that's what I'm going to do there, and screw the cover on, and I'm done with that piece of it, and then just fit this guy. I got to shield that first, so that's where I'm headed. You don't need to see that. You peel the sticky off the shield and stick it on her. I already said it's not rocket science. This is definitely not rocket science. All right, shielded. It's going to pop in there. Kind of pop screws in this thing. Screws right here. Little tiny piece of wax. And that will end up ends up leaving wax around the head of the screw when I put it in. Always seems to be the case. And I think I got it. I'm going to use a different screwdriver. I'll go ahead and start him with this little guy here. I think the regular number one will fit. Oh, there's one right there. Perfecto on the fit of the number one. That's better. That wax I was talking about. Still has the plastic on this thing. I'll probably leave that on there. Just trying to get that wax off. Back it out a bit. Run it back in. I got a nub down here. I might just pop another screw in that. I don't like that. Although I don't have anything out there to screw down to. All right, well, there it is, cavity cover. Just got to fine tune that one and that'll go in. Okay, we're turning you off.